It's 8 Democrats. I scared off my competition early. And the reason why I'm running is because, frankly, I've lived in California my whole life. And I've watched this state go from golden state to tarnished state, and we need to fix that. We need to get the nose up on our economy. We need to get our schools back under control. We need to get our state government back in the black. Because right now, we're $20 billion in the hole, and it's only getting worse and worse every day. And how do we do that? Well, we do that by changing the culture in Sacramento and going from one that feels that every problem in society is a nail and government is the hammer, and go towards one where we rely more on personal responsibility, self-reliance. We don't completely pull back our safety net, but at the same time we look at sensible opportunities to make things more efficient. Let me give you some specific examples of that. We are spending close to $3 billion right now on enforcing the environmental blue book in California. Now, I'm not saying that our law, that we shouldn't have clean water, we shouldn't have clean air, all these other things. But many of these laws are duplicative and don't make any sense. Many of these laws are destroying the tax base that we rely on to pay for all these public services, to pay for the schools, etc. Recently, a truck company down in Long Beach had to close its doors. 500 employees out of work because they were mandated by the state that they had to update their trucks to get them up to current environmental air quality standards by the Air Quality Management District. None of these vehicles were what we would call diesel death traps, as Janice Hahn would call them. These were trucks that, like you see on the road every day. But rather than find some way to keep them on the road and gradually get the process in, over time we put a hard cutoff in there. 500 jobs, along with all the tax revenue, goes out of the state. And those truckers become what's called 49ers. They drive in every state except for California. That's what every business in this state is thinking about doing right now. Manufacturing has moved out of the state because there's a sales tax on manufacturing equipment, which is a huge barrier to entry. It costs more to employ people in the state for dollar of wages than any other state, 10 times the unemployment insurance rates, significantly higher workman's comp rates, stifling overtime and hourly wage rules that make it really tough for people to look at and say, you know what, I really want to hire someone else rather than just giving more work to somebody I already have on the payroll. We need to change all that. Our economy is suffocating under the weight of Sacramento. Our schools are suffocating under the mandates of Sacramento. Right now, teachers have no control over what they teach in their classroom virtually, compared to what they had 2 decades ago. We have to give them that control back. We've put them through the best schools in the country. I went to Stanford myself, 2 degrees there. Before that, I went to San Jose State. Before that, Monterey Peninsula College. I've seen the quality of education. I've seen the quality of people we have working in our schools. We need to put more trust in them and less trust in the bureaucracy in Sacramento to teach our kids. And that's what's going to save our schools.
2 minutes.
So again, I know some of you can't vote for me in the primary. I ask for your vote in the general election. You can go to my website, mintzforassembly.com, for more information. Thank you.